What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 different Funko NFT sets that I'd like to see be made in the year of 2024. So let's get right to it. Alrighty, so I thought for today's video, I would talk about NFT sets that I would like to see in 2024. Of course, we had 20 different drops in 2023, in which my predictions from, I guess, technically this year in 2023, a couple of them actually came true with Back to the Future and technically the Harry Potter drop that has been kind of leaked, but not officially confirmed by Funko yet, but we've seen glam shots of the different redeemables that are involved. So I thought today I would talk about different NFT sets that I personally would like to see in 2024. There are going to be some that I'm not going to talk about, like any of the leftover like rumors that have been shown off, like the Rick and Morty set that's supposed to happen, Squid Game, even the Funko holiday set that was supposed to happen this year. But I guess at this case, it's got to happen next year. So the first set I would like to see in the year of 2024 is actually one for the Pop Rocks lineup, and that is a set of Michael Jackson Funko NFTs. Now, I know this is a little bit random and obscure, but we actually have not gotten a Pop Rocks set of Funko NFTs since the Iron Maiden set as one of the very first ones back in 2021. And I thought with the whole resurgence of Michael Jackson and the amount of pops that are being made for him nowadays, that they could probably pull off a Funko NFT drop, and especially even if it's a tiny drop. With my list that I technically have, I only have 3 of them, which of course 2 of them would be 2 different versions of Michael Jackson, whether it's from a certain song, like a music video, or just a certain moment as terms to a concert like they done with like the Super Bowl. And then for each of these lists, I do have some sort of Freddie Funko listed down, and I basically have, in this case, Freddie Funko as Thriller Michael Jackson, or Beat It Michael Jackson, where he's wearing the red leather jacket. I think that definitely makes sense. Copy the pose that they did for either the very old pop or the newer pop that they made this year in 2023, and just slap that Freddie Funko head on it, maybe even incorporate the crown somehow. So I think keeping it 3 pops is doable, considering that you don't want to have like 6 pops of just one person himself. The next set that I would like to see in 2024 is a Series 3 of Nickelodeon. It seems coincidentally that every February that we've had Funko NFT drops, we've had a Nickelodeon drop. The first one came out in February of 2022, and the second one came out in February of 2023. And I do have a more specific list of what I would like to see in this set of Series 3 Nickelodeon, and unfortunately, no, none of them do feature SpongeBob SquarePants. Shout out to Harry from What's Poppin' Craze, who I know is always talking about wanting to see a SpongeBob set, but in last year's prediction video, I did say SpongeBob SquarePants, so I wanted to stay away from anything that I did predict within the last year or so. However, I do like the idea of what I have for this set. So first off, we have ourselves a slimed Gerald from Hey Arnold. I mean, for the very first Nickelodeon set, we did get the slimed Arnold himself, so making another character and doing it slimed from Hey Arnold definitely makes sense. Then I have the superhero Lil and superhero Phil, in which this, of course, once again, is based off of the very first set where we did get the superhero Tommy and the superhero Chucky, where one of them was the legendary and one of them was the Grail, and that's kind of where I'm going with these 2 specific pops, and I think it definitely makes sense. Next, I have Jimmy Neutron. Now, I know if you keep up with the Funko dirt sheets that there are supposedly a Jimmy Neutron coming out, but we noticed lately that Funko and Drop have done Funko NFTs and then later on make common pops, like we had the Ranger Slayer from Power Rangers, and recently we have Cornelius for the Ad Icon, so that's not out the window to see both an NFT pop and a regular pop at some point. And then I have the Crimson Chin from the Fairly Odd Parents. Even though we did get that 3-pack from San Diego Comic-Con this year with Timmy, Cosmos, and Wanda, I wouldn't be surprised if they expanded the lineup into the Funko NFTs like they did with the Danny Phantom lineup, where we've seen it at New York Comic Con, I believe 2020, and then we've seen it with the Nickelodeon drop in 2022 with the 2 characters there. So that's kind of where I'm basing off the fact that we could get Crimson Chin as an NFT rather than getting it as a regular pop, although it would sell well as a regular pop too, even if it was a convention. And then for technically the Freddie Funko is actually not a Freddie Funko, it's something that I've been dreaming of, and that is a slimed Max Token Head pop. Max Token Head, for those that might not know, is the mascot for drop, and we did get a little teaser of a Max Token Head pop with the April Fool's drop, where we seen Freddy Funko holding a Funko Pop of Max Token Head. So I think it would be very logical to go down the route of making Max Token Head's first ever full-on Funko Pop and doing it slimed exactly the way they did with the Freddy Funko Slime Pop from the Series 1 Nickelodeon drop, which still to this day is probably my favorite royalty that Funko and Drop have ever done for the NFTs. So doing Max Token Head would be amazing, and I would definitely cop for it because, not gonna lie, I like Max Token Head better than I like Freddy Funko. The next Funko NFT drop that I would like to see in 2024 is a General Mills ad icon set. 2 years ago, we had gotten the Kellogg's ad icon set where, of course, like I mentioned about Cornelius earlier, he was a part of the set, and we also got a lot of the retro ad icons involved in that set. But I think it'd be really cool to expand beyond Kellogg's and not do a Series 2, but go into General Mills, because I believe the very first ad icons in Funko history with the Blueberry, Count Chocula, and Frankenberry were General Mills cereal properties. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go down that route of doing General Mills ad icons Funko NFTs. And so for the set, I do have a couple of retro pops. The first couple being retro Lucky the Leprechaun. I mean, Lucky Charms is probably the most popular General Mills cereal in my opinion, or I feel like it is generally by the public as the most popular cereal from General Mills. So I think doing a retro Lucky the Leprechaun is very logical. And then I also have retro Sunny the Cuckoo. Once again, a very popular ad icon, especially for a OG pop that we've seen where it was a Funko Shop exclusive limited to X amount of pieces, I believe. So it's another way to get this pop, and it's still very hard to obtain. Then I have Carmella Creeper, which is actually a brand new ad icon that goes with those monsters that they made actually this year in 2023, I believe. And it's for a cereal that is, I believe, caramel apple flavors. I think that'd be pretty decent and would be a cool way to spice up this lineup for an ad icons Funko NFT. Then I have Chip the Wolf from Cookie Crisp, and this one would be pretty cool, especially because, once again, it's a General Mills cereal that has never been transformed into a Funko Pop before, so that'd be a cool way to introduce a new IP from General Mills into Funko Pop form by having this pop be a part of the NFT set. And then for the Freddy Funko, I have Freddy Funko as Buzz the Bee from Honey Nut Cheerios. Now, I think that this would be pretty cool. I think the way that they would make Freddy Funko as Buzz would be pretty cool, and especially the way that I would see them positioning the crown is exactly what I believe they did with the Freddy Funko as Bugs Bunny from the Looney Tunes set, is basically putting the crown, I believe, within one of the ears, or in this case, one of the antennas, for the Funko Pop instead of right smack dab in the middle in between. Nonetheless, I think seeing another ad icons lineup would be really cool, especially because of seeing a lot of Warner Brothers properties nowadays that it just kind of gets boring. The fourth Funko NFT set that I would like to see is a Marvel Funko NFT set, but more specifically Spider-Man. Now, of course, the last drop in 2023 was Mickey and Friends, which was the very first Disney Funko NFTs. And with Disney being a part of the Funko NFTs and being a drop exclusive, that means that gives the opportunity for licenses such as Marvel, like I mentioned, such as Star Wars, and even Pixar to now be a part of Funko NFTs. And so I feel like the next one they would do, besides doing another Disney drop, would be a Marvel drop, and I think a perfect one is just Spider-Man. Everyone loves Spider-Man. I don't know anyone that really hates on Spider-Man, but whether it is like a bunch of different Spider-Man or you have Spider-Man with a bunch of villains, I think that would be pretty cool to have in the set, getting some villains that maybe have never had Funko Pops before, and then introducing different Spider-Men that have never been transformed into Funko Pop form, considering that we have gotten a lot of different Spider-Mans, kind of like how we've gotten a lot of Batmans. And as terms to the Freddy Funko, I actually couldn't think of what I would want to see as the Freddy Funko, but I think it'd be logical to do like Freddy Funko as J. Jonah Jameson. I mean, it's already one of those characters that I feel like it makes sense for Freddy Funko to be, especially when you look at, let's say, the Dark Knight Trilogy set and seeing Freddy Funko as Lieutenant James Gordon. And the fifth and final Funko NFT set that I have listed here is for a set that I have almost every single Funko Pop for. If you watch the channel regularly, you know exactly what I'm about to say, and that is the Office Funko NFTs. Now, this kind of would bite me in the ass a little bit because, once again, I would be forced to get a master set, kind of like the Back to the Future set, where I would have to get all the pops, even if they're not entirely the greatest, and then, of course, course, getting a Freddy Funko Pop to go along with it. So this set, I only listed 5 pops, even though I do think that Funko would make 6 out of this, including the royalty Freddy Funko Pop. So we got ourselves Jim Halpert as Popeye, which of course Popeye has been made into a Funko NFT previously. Pam as Olive Oil, so that kind of goes hand in hand because of the caution they do with their baby as turns to the one Halloween episode. Kevin Malone as Charlie Brown, and I almost went down the route of Kevin Malone as the Joker, but at the same time I feel like they would save that for like a 3-pack where we know that Dwight and Creed, I believe, were also dressed up as the Joker in that same episode, so you can just do it within a multi-pack. Then I have Dwight Schrute as Jim Halpert. Not really a Halloween episode, but it's based off of the same episode where Jim is dressed up as Dwight, and it's at the very end, so I think it'd be very cool that if you were to get that pop that was a box lunch exclusive previously, then you can get this pop of Dwight as Jim, the complete opposite, as a Funko NFT. And then for the royalty, I have Freddy Funko as Michael Scott. I could have went down the route of Dwight Schrute, except they already did that with the Box of Fun this past year in 2023. So of course, you know that they had to go with one of the main characters, whether it was going to be Jim this time around or it was going to be Michael Scott. And I thought, you know what, Freddy Funko as Michael Scott for the royalty for this Funko NFT set. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video on me talking about Funko NFT sets that I want to see in the year of 2024, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.